All right. An unexpected part 3. Don't kill me. Don't shoot Carla.
It wasn't our fault.
We were supposed to meet someone, and it was a little bit unplanned per se, and it happened. It was a good thing, though. So I won't waste your time with a whole bunch of stop here and go there and all this other stuff. This is part 3 of 3 now.
And by the way, Nadal just won the third set. They're going on to the fourth set.
Really?
Really.
Okay, so again, I'm staying humble, but yesterday, if you go to yesterday's shows, I mentioned Nadal very likely will lose the first set 6-4. It was 7-5. And then he would roll through the last 3 sets.
Yeah. Well, he didn't roll through it. This was a tiebreaker. Yeah, close tiebreaker.
Yeah, he didn't roll through them. I think it was 2 tiebreakers. 9-7 and a 7-6.
7-5 the set before that.
So I was definitely wrong about rolling through it. Kachanov is a force to be reckoned with. She now has a nickname for Kachanov, Thor. So I'm beginning now that she has a new nickname. It used to be like, Nadal. She used to call him the Bull before he had the Bull logo, by the way. I just want to be real clear on this. When I first met Carla and Nadal jumped on the scene, I had like a little hat that just was designed a certain way, and that was the one Nadal wore. There was no bull, and she used to be like, ooh, he's like a bull. And then all of a sudden his hats would come out with the bull. So I give Carla copyright rights to the bull, because I can promise you before he had a bull hat, she would say that, oh, he's like a matador. Bull. With the R's. There's no R in bull, but she would go, let's go.
And Kachanov is Thor.
Kachanov's a man. You know how Thor has R's in it too? Thor. Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Thor. Let's go. Let's go, Thor. Let's do it. It's like a motorboat. Or a motorcycle. Let's go. But Kachanov's a man. Watch out for him. Watch out for him. Hopefully he stays healthy.
He's 22, 23. He's young.
Yeah, I mean, at his height, though, it's tough to stay healthy.
Yeah.
If he can stay as healthy as long as, say, Isner, who's subpar compared to him, then Kachanov, watch out. Watch out. Mm-hmm. Watch out. Nadal's got you today, but watch out.
And Shapovalov just won the 4th set. They're on to the 5th set.
So Shapovalov's going 2 sets all with Anderson. Do you think Anderson's experience pays off? I don't know.
We'll see.
It should. But Shapovalov, if he can win this in 5, watch out for him, too.
No.
Young man wins. Now, Anderson just made the Wimbledon final, right? Did you get your scores back?
I'm trying to. My computer froze.
Well, I would handle that. But Anderson just made the Wimbledon final, right?
He made the final.
So if Shapovalov,
and then Djokovic final.
Yeah. So if Shapovalov beats Anderson in 5 sets, I think that would be good ego builder, right?
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
you work on that, because I see you're having technical difficulty. We just finished off an abbreviated part 2, and we were talking about a comment that Dave Raines, respectively, good tennis player, a heck of a guy, about him saying he read a study where grunting, this isn't his quotes, he just said he read a study. He said that, we've got a storm rolling in, the connection is subject, this is why we don't do it live. Anyway, all a day in the life, thanks for doing it with us. Let's go! But he mentioned that he'd read a study about grunting and how it adds extra power or something along those lines. And I called no way on that. Again, I'm believing that there was a study, yes, but who are the participants? Who are the athletes? How close were they in conditioning? How close were they in body mass index and size and weight and fitness level? How good of players were they really? What were they doing? Were they lifting weights? What were they using as utensils to see about if they were really getting more power by grunting? I personally say that's preposterous. I sense a whole lot of biased researchers, and if not biased for some way, shape, or form, I think there's BS science behind that. I've played tennis since I was 2. She's played for a little bit less than me, but in my opinion, as a female, if she was a male, would be a much better player. Just because I'm male, then it equals out. But if she was male, man, it'd be a real rough day for me at the office. I'm just saying that, but grunting has, for me, zero difference in how much power I get on a shot. How well are you coached? How well are your dynamics? Are you swinging freely? How was your mind that day? How was your fitness? How was your diet? Did you sleep last night? Did you get in a fight with your girlfriend last night? If you're married, how are your kids? Or if not, do you got a child running around that you're thinking about? Did you pay your rent? Did you pay your water bill? Whoever. I'm just saying, these type of things, to me, are important. Has nothing to do with grunting. I think there's a lot of subpar coaches out there that institute that. and I think it's unnecessary. I'm not going to say it's anything worse than unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. And if someone wants to make a showing by how loud they can squeak, look, if I want to be Serena,
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with grunting.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
There are sometimes where you have to use a lot of energy, and a grunt might come out. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, an occasional grunt, I get it. Like you're coming up for a short ball, it's sitting there, it's like 40-15, and it's match point, and you're coming up to it, and you're like, wow, ah. But you have to be careful with that because you can get a hindrance there. If it just because there's a hindrance rule, doesn't that mean it's obscene to most people? There's a rule about doing it. So, I mean...
Well, I think we were banned from the grunting, and you're going back into it again.
All right. Well, enough of that.
All right, next...
I'm just saying, I don't care
There's nothing... Dave, I don't see nothing wrong with grunting. As you serve, you're probably using a lot of energy, and your breathing might be... Some people don't know, that they're supposed to let air out when they breathe, too.
I think it's just a habit, and I think currently it's a coached habit. I think it's like biting your fingernails. You don't have to make a squeal like a foul farm animal in order to hit a forehand right. You don't. You don't have to squeal like a pig to hit a forehand.
Rahesh, you can get on his case later. All right, next comment.
Don't agree with the science. I'd love to meet the science, though. I love you. I love you, Dave. You're like you're like one of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. So no disrespect with that. And I know Carla thinks the same, and all my kids. Like one of the best, most beautiful human beings I've ever met in my life. I mean that.
My 2-year-old loves him.
Yeah, like my 2-year-old calls him Dad. I mean, but nonetheless, I disagree with the science. It wasn't him that made the comment. He was just relaying scientific information,
and that's good.
Which I call ridiculousness on.
Okay. Next comment. Stefan says, would you rather win Olympic tennis or make the 4th round at the U.S. Open? Wow, just wow. So first, Olympic Games held at the Olympia, ancient Greece, 776 BC.
Who is that?
Stefan.
Let's go.
And if a slave was to win the Olympics, he would gain freedom and as a reward.
Wars
would stop during the games, etc.
Or the alternative, what would happen if the slave didn't win? Ultimate death. Anyway, finish.
Okay. So this games have a very big historical meaning. If we talk about tennis Olympics after 100 years, people will know that Nadal, Puig, Murray, Graf were Olympic champions. Nobody would say, oh, do you remember when Sangren or Lajovic reached the 4th round of the U.S. Open?
Let's go!
And I don't want to disrespect them. It's a very good achievement also. So this question is only relevant if we talk about money, but it's not a good direction for the debate because WTA Singapore ATP tournament in Dubai, where prize money is enormous, will never be as big as Wimbledon or the U.S. Open. And if we talk about the prize money for the Olympic gold, it depends from which country you play. For example, Singapore player would get 1 million, Belarus 250,000, etc. So glory over money, that is my point. If you put money over glory and success, you will get players like Bernard Tomic. Sorry for the long comment. I would try to keep them short in the future.
Beautiful comment. Beautiful. Who is that? Stefan?
Stefan.
Wow.
Snesevic.
Okay, beautiful comment.
Snesevic, yeah.
I gotta somehow put this into perspective, though. You have a Grand Slam major tournament. Again, I agree with you about the Olympics. I'd much rather have the Olympics gold than a U.S. Open 3rd round. I mentioned this on the last video, or part 1. Totally agree. But the money thing is a little obscure in your context. If you get 215,000, I just heard that number. I have no idea what. Don't really care. But if that's your ultimate goal, is to get that check, right? 215,000 is the most for a gold medal. Now, how many players are there that enter in an Olympic tournament? I'm just going to throw out a number. I may be wrong. I did not look this up. I just thought about it. In a major tournament, a Grand Slam, there's 128 players in the draw. I'm guessing the Olympics may be that way or maybe round robin. I don't know. I'm just assuming there's as many players in it. If it's such a prestigious event, there's 128 players in it. So now do I have to play 7 matches in order to get $210,000? Well, shoot, I can play 7 matches at the U.S. Open and get $3 million. And that's the only thing I get at with that. It's a money thing. We talked about in the past 2 shows. There's a lot of Olympic athletes that have gold medals, and they're good people and they're hardworking people. At least that's the story they pitched in these documentaries, that are literally pawning their gold medals just to simply be able to keep training and pay their current coaches because they're still 40 years old and still training to run marathons.
They should give them sponsors or something.
So again, this isn't our shot from the hip statements. These are things that we've watched. She made a comment about a show on HBO, and I don't want to get into that. I don't want anything to do with it. We just do this on a roof. But we have seen documentaries from credible places where this is a time and time again story. I get where Carla comes from. She would rather win a third round. You can check the numbers. I think if you win a third round match, just a third round match,
I wasn't
US
looking
Open,
at it
I
as
think it's
money
like,
though. I wasn't looking
I'm
at
just
it
saying
as far as
from
money.
from a monetary perspective, I think it's like 105,000. Now, if you're winning 210,000 for winning the Olympic gold,
In Belarus, he said.
Okay, Belarus. Well, you have Azarenka there, Sabalenka
That's
there,
pocket-
and you have
that's pocket money for them.
Sasnovich there.
That's pocket money.
Besides Azarenka, who hasn't done anything because of pregnancy and other off-court issues, I mean, Sabalenka and Sasnovich don't want to spend their whole lives training to go to win the gold medal this upcoming summer. I think they would rather run the gauntlet at the U.S. Open and Wimbledon. For them to go play another Grand Slam level type tournament in the middle, because usually it goes down, the Olympics is like in July. So you would have Wimbledon in June, and then you would have the Olympics, and then you would have the U.S. Open. So you got 3,210,000 and 3 million. Holy crap! It doesn't take rocket science to figure that out. However, that's from a monetary perspective, an economic perspective. From the athletic perspective, that I agree with Stefan on 100%. I would definitely be at the Olympics. I would be there. She wouldn't be there. And I think it's open for debate, but I would be at the Olympics, and I would go back.
I don't even like watching. They don't even show coverage here. It's rare that we see a match.
But you have to think about fighting for your country
And
your
I get
history
all that.
and
I get all
and
of
your
that.
and your manliness and knowing that
I get all of that.
knowing that
And I understand that.
And look, knowing when we leave this earth that anything material means nothing. Right? You can't go to the grave with your millions, right? Right?
No, you can't.
Can you disagree with that?
No.
Can anybody disagree if when you die, where are your millions? Or all your blood, sweat, and tears for trying? I think if you go to the grave and you are dead and gone and your material stuff has been squandered amongst a bunch of pilgrims, then I truly think that your legacy must live on, and I think this happens at the Olympics. I disagree with Carla 100%. I think her statement, whether she wants to admit it or not, was more monetarily motivated not more pride motivated.
No, it was not.
Moving forward.
It was one more comment, and let me see if I can get it from here, because it was a funny comment to you.
To me?
To you, yes.
Well, let's go.
And I can't, the computer...
So you can't even do completed matches?
I can on this. So Wayne M. Chia says, it was one more comment. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Okay, Hisham said, I dare you, Justin, to wear a Djokovic cap or a Lacoste t-shirt if Federer loses to Kyrgios.
Will you do me a favor? Go get Jonathan's shoes. Hurry. You gotta hurry.
But he says if he loses.
Okay, will you go get the shoes right now? I'm gonna show you something. Just boom, 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 because he didn't bring them with him to school, did he? I'm gonna who said this comment? Who said that? Go ahead. You're good. Hisham. All right, we got 12 minutes. You gotta hurry. All right. So I haven't seen this comment, but she basically has indicated, will I wear... I don't know where she found it. She asked, I was asked if I would wear a Djokovic hat or Djokovic shoes. You gotta remember this. I'm a Djokovic fan. I just bought a pair of Djokovic Adidas shoes just now. And I got them in the mail, and I actually am impressed with them. I haven't worn them. My 16-year-old son's a tennis player, and he got them, or I got them, and he's been wearing them, so I haven't put them on my feet. And it's possibly brought him to school for some other reason. Is that him? Oh!
But he's saying to wear it if you lose.
Look at that. Who is that on the cover? Can you see his picture in this camera? This is for all the Djokovic fans out there that think I'm not a fan. Can you see his face in the camera? Will you look on the camera and see if you see his camera?
Now you can.
Now? Mm-hmm. What? All right, so who said this?
Hisham said, I dare you to wear a Djokovic cap or Lacoste t-shirt if Federer loses to Kyrgios. Or Djokovic, Djokovic. By the way, Mohamed Layani is a native Moroccan.
Now, Hisham, I'm telling you, I'm a Djokovic fan too. I got the Federer hat on with the name, but I got Djokovic shoes. Boom! What? No one can doubt my fanness. No one. Let's go. Come on.
All right, let's get on with the show, Justin.
Let's roll.
All right, that's it. We're on to results now.
All right. Well, you did great. You're talking about Russian. She was hating on my Djokovic shoes. See? She can only watch Nadal. That's it. Nadal can eat a banana, scratching his head, looking like a monkey, and she'll still knock on my Djokovic shoes and my Federer hat.
I'm not knocking on anything. I think those are cool shoes. I helped John to pick those out. So.
All right, let's
I
go.
know what you're talking
All right,
about.
so great reading, by the way. Great reading, right?
By the way, Nadal's up 3-1. Looks like he's gonna win.
All right, so we're going to go immediately into match results from today, notable, and then upcoming matches for tomorrow, and then we're done.
All right, women. Slovenia beat Wong in 2 sets, 4-4. Stevens beat Azarenka, which keeps me alive in my bracket, 3-4. He lost Azarenka today. Martens beat Strykova in 2 sets. Sevastova beat Makarova in 3 sets.
Too bad. Makarova was up in that. She won the first set.
Yeah.
She squandered that one.
And playing right now is Kanepi Peterson. Kanepi won the first set 6-3. Is on serve. Serena and Venus play tonight.
So no one can say that the Kanepi win over Halep was a fluke.
Yeah.
And no one can say that Kanepi does not have a shot now to match up well against Serena after Serena wins a scripted, telegraphed match tonight. I already told Cola. Here's the theatrics between tonight's match with Serena and Venus. No disrespect, because I like both players. It's more important that Serena wins it. Her family knows that. Her sister wins that.
That's her match.
It's either going to be a nail biter, and it's like, oh, it's who's and rahs, or it's going to be an absolute demolition. And I think it'll be an absolute demolition just to create more of an intimidating factor for Serena's next opponent, which could very well be what? Kanepi?
I have no clue.
I think
You
Kanepi.
have to look at the draw.
I think Kanepi could be next. I really think so. Here, I'll tell you. Next. Oh, last sheet, knowing my luck. Williams, Serena.
Barty, then here, whoever.
No, she's up here. Serena and Venus would come down from here, so they'd be here. Serena wouldn't meet Halep. That'd be 3rd round. Yeah, Serena's next match would be against Kanepi if Kanepi wins, and then against potentially Barty or Pliskova, whoever wins that match. But watch out for Kanepi.
Serena will win no matter what. Barty plays tonight against Muchova, and Kenin plays Pliskova. I hope Kenin wins because he's got Pliskova in the final.
Yeah, I don't have her in the final. I have her on my fantasy team.
Your fantasy. Well, she needs to go down, so I have more of a chance.
Yeah, you need her to go down because she made ground on me with Azarenka losing and I lost Manthis last night.
Men's match. Bashvili.
Who beat Jack Sock, which was no surprise.
Beat Peja today in 4 sets. Thiem beat Fritz in 4 sets.
Told you.
I'm sorry. That's it. That's all for the men's matches right now.
But there's upcoming.
Shapovalov is playing Anderson. They're on Anderson's up a break, 2-1, serving at 30 love. Nadal and KHACHANOV are playing right now on the 4th set. Nadal's up a break, 3-2, serving. Isner is playing Lajovic, 2-1 on serve. First set. Reynick and Wawrinka plays tonight.
Let's go. That's tonight.
I'm rooting for Wawrinka. I'm watching that match.
First head-to-head combat.
I have both of them.
I have Reynick. I do not have Wawrinka.
I have both of them.
She has both.
But I want Wawrinka to win because that gives me more points.
Yeah, she needs Wawrinka to win because it's her unseeded player. I have Reynick as one of my seeded players. If Reynick can squeak through a win, I don't necessarily think it will happen, but it could. If Reynick wins tonight and Wawrinka goes down, you are done.
Okay.
Let's go.
Anyways, Koric plays Medvedev tonight, and Del Potro plays Verdasco. I hope Del Potro wins. Notable matches for tomorrow.
Del Potro Verdasco?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a matter of I hope. It's he will, unless something happens like an injury.
Matches tomorrow. Kiki Bertens plays Bondarsova.
Let's go, Bertens. I like you a lot.
Keys plays Krunic.
That's a good match, by the way. Keys, I think Keys should win with the home field crowd, but Krunic, again, she had kind of a rough go after we followed her in her elementary grass season or the beginning. She kind of fell apart and then had a rough beginning of her hardcourt. But she excelled.
Well, maybe she'll win this U.S. Open. Who knows? I don't know.
Krunic could win the U.S. Open, but so could Keys. I think Serena's still in the way of everybody.
Silvakova plays Kerber tomorrow.
Good match, rematch of Wimbledon. Wow. I think Kerber looked kind of shaky against that girl that took her 3 sets the other day. I forgot who she played, but it was close.
I don't remember who she played.
Silvakova could win this, but I think she's still too small for Kerber. She's just so small. She's thick, she's strong, but she's so small. She reminds me of David Ferrer, but a woman. Am I right?
Yeah.
She's kind of Ferrerish. I like Ferrer too, but only like Schwartzman. Schwartzman is Silvakova is Ferrer. Can you give me another one? Fabrice Santoro. So you have Fabrice Santoro, David Ferrer, Silvakova. Give me another shorty. Schwartzman. Give me another.
I mean, Halep is short too. Very short. Very short.
But I think she's the consummate shorty. I think she's the top of the list. Halep, Ferrer,
Well,
Sibylkova,
that tennis player that
Fabry
Federer played
Santoro.
just a few days ago, the Asian tennis player, he was like 5'7".
Nishioka. Nishikori's pretty small.
All right, next match. Garcia against Suarez.
Good match. Garcia should win this. Look, I wasn't too impressed with Garcia letting Puig take her 3 sets. No disrespect to Puig. We talked about this. That's a coin toss.
All right, next match. Sienakova against Serenko. Serenko's the person that beat Wozniacki.
Yeah, Wozniacki.
Yeah.
Coin toss for me there as well.
matter
Serenko,
for me.
I would give a 52% chance of winning to Serenko and 48% the other way. Kind of like Tiafoe and Dimanor.
Osaka against Sasnovich. That's going to be a real
Ooh.
test for Osaka.
Good match there. Osaka, I've been knocking on Osaka's video gamesmanship and her tennis because she can't quite pick or choose. I'm gonna make a deal for Osaka. You ready? Osaka, this is for you. I've given you a hard time on your tennis game because of some up and downs and excess coaching on the sidelines and so forth. Sasnovich is a quality player, first and foremost. Sasnovich is good.
That's going to be a real test for
She's
her.
good. Osaka, if you bring out a 2-2 here, a 2-2, I will never knock on your dedication towards tennis because I can promise you Sasnovich is going to want to drill you. So let's see how deep you can fight. Let's see how you deal with Sasnovich. I think Sasnovich wins this match. I think she wins maybe a tight 3-setter and Osaka fades away in the third, maybe a 6-3, 6-4, gives up a break like Puig did. I'm going to take Sasnovich here, but from the depths of my tennis passion, I hope that Osaka wins, but I think Sasnovich is going to be too much for Osaka.
All right, next match. Sharapova against Ostapenko tomorrow. That's the night match. I have Sharapova going to the finals. I hope she wins.
I have Sharapova on my fantasy team as well, but I do not have her going to the finals. I have Serena and Kvitova. Because of the screech decibel level of Sharapova, I won't be mad.
Both of them kind of screech.
Well, Sharapova's screeching is known to pluck out your eyebrows as well as blow out your eardrums.
Stop talking about grunting. We talked about
Sorry,
this.
Rajesh. But I find Ostapenko's screech. I didn't say grunt. I said screech.
Well, there's a shriek.
There's a difference. We have
Shriek.
to, hold on.
Shriek or screech?
Hold on. There's a screech and there's a screech. There's a squeak. There's a screech. There's a squeal.
There's a squeak. There's everything.
There's a squeal. We've only talked about grunting. Grunting, by the definition, grunting is. Okay, we have not talked.
Come on, let's get to the next.
I'm gumming. I gotta check time. We have not talked about, by the way, just so Rajesh knows.
My gosh.
We have not talked about squealing. We have not talked about chirping like a bird. We have not talked about squawking like a parrot. We have only talked about grunting. Let me be loud and clear here. A grunt. That's a grunt. And we got done with that. Okay, we're done with that. But a screech. We have not discussed screeching. Okay, we have not talked about the Schiavone type parrot. Sound like a macaw in the middle of the Amazon. We hadn't talked about that either. Can't tell me a grunt. A squeak.
All right, Justin, you're killing
Okay,
us
there's
now.
one more. There's one more.
He's killing.
There's one more.
Overdoing it now.
No, there's one more. There's the Azarenka squeal. Okay.
All right, next match.
We haven't talked about those yet.
Next match, Kvitova and Sabalenka. Another night match.
Kvitova and who?
Sabalenka.
Oh no. So my girl Kvitova that I have going to the finals and meeting Serena is playing Sabalenka tomorrow.
Yes.
Whew, I want to watch that. Let's go, Kvitova. Let's go. Come on. I got if Kvitova loses this match, she might be back in the playing field with me, but I still think my fantasy team is going to destroy hers. I just do. I'm in first place now. I can show you the computer. I'm in first.
All right, matches for tomorrow.
Let's go.
For the men's. Millman, Kukushkin.
Ooh.
Here-
Coin tosser irrelevant for going into the quarterfinals.
And an afternoon match. So you guys can't say that. Federer gets all the night matches. Kyrgios and Federer at 12:15.
Well, so Kyrgios and Federer had Kyrgios had a day match against Herbert. Federer had his last day match against
Yes, just the day before yesterday.
Pierre. And now they both have a day match for...
So we can't say that it's because they like him. Because
Yeah.
now that's 2-day matches in a row.
Yeah, so all bets are off here. If it's 95, though, and you have Kyrgios and Federer
Kyrgios will
playing...
lose.
Well, I was going to say Kyrgios might win.
Nah.
Kyrgios is younger.
Yeah, he's gonna give up. That guy has no heart.
I don't know. That umpire may have finally become a father figure to Kyrgios.
Oh, stop dreaming. Next match, Kohlschreiber against Severbev. That's another afternoon match.
Two Germans, right?
Yes.
Look, I hope Zverev wins this, but I would not be surprised if Kohlschreiber did. Kohlschreiber is a gentleman and a long-time guru in this game. He might outsmart the young man, but the young man should win by now.
Yeah. Pouille plays Sousa.
Interesting match. Lucas Pouille has always needed a break. He's had some tough obstacles. He needs to win here.
He needs to win.
He needs to win here.
Goffin against Struff.
I thought Pouille had Djokovic eventually.
I don't know. We're doing the matches for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we got Struff and Goffin tomorrow. Schwartzman, Nishikori. Djokovic and Gasquet get the night match. So, guys, he got another night match.
There you go.
There's 2 night matches in a row.
Let's go, Djokovic. Let's go, Joker.
And last match, Cilic and De Minaur. That's the night match.
That could be a good match too. De Minaur, watch out for this kid. I mean, you got to remember that De Minaur is coming from Australia. He has the Kyrgioses to be like, geez, is this really who I'm supposed to look up to? Then he has Bernard Tomic. Geez, is this who I'm really supposed to look up to? I think the real last great Aussies were Leighton Hewitt and Patrick Rafter, right? Hewitt I liked a lot. Not my favorite player. He was kind of squirty, kind of small, kind of a runner like Nadal and so forth. But I love Rafter. I love Patrick Rafter. And I think Patrick Rafter actually retired into surfing, which I'd love to do. Let's go. Unfortunately, the leg injury has kept me from surfing in the waves that we've had for like 2 days now. Mm-hmm. But that's all right. Once it heals, we'll get back out there. But I think De Minaur is a force to be reckoned with. I
think Cilic will handle him.
Yeah. I mean, I think Cilic might go like 3-4-3. But De Minaur is at least worth getting a look at because he could do some good things too. But yeah, look, Lucas Pouille does have Djokovic in his section. All right, let's go.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Man, I think we're done. Let's go.
Good.
We're done. So at this point...
I want to go watch that Nadal match. Come on.
Yeah,
I want to go see Thor.
Yeah, the only thing she's wanting to do is as soon as I hit stop, you know what she's going to do? Let me go tell you what she's going to do. Like, God, I told you to hurry up. Talking so
I'm not going to say nothing.
No,
I'm going to go run down and watch Thor.
Yeah, she's going to yell at me for like 20 minutes. I'm ready for it, though. Let's go.
You're making me look like I'm bad. No, we have the 3 little ones. 3 little ones being watched by the 14-year-old.
Let me end this with the poll question. I'm done. 30 seconds. Does anyone really believe that when I hit stop on this camera, she's going to be all happy-go-lucky, go inside, help me bring stuff downstairs with a smile?
I always do. Always do.
She's going to snatch it up and be like, what? Next time we're on the tennis court, I'm going to beat you badly.
So untrue. Oh
I can't wait to beat you badly.
So untrue. So untrue.
You serious?
I'm going to go watch the match, make food for my kids.
And she's going to grumble all the time.
And then I have to pick up my older son that's at a football game right now.
You mean our?
Hour.
You see this? This is a segregational attitude, monotone. I'm telling you. I already know. I'm trying to hold on.
Unless you want to pick him up for me.
I don't have a problem with it because I'll listen to music.
Okay, well, there you go. Now it made my night easier.
All right, so I'll listen to the Grateful Dead the whole way and the whole way back and have a great time.
There you go.
See,
well, look, now I'm happy. Give me 5.
I'm in because the only thing that would happen if I didn't take her would be this. I always change the baby's diapers, and you don't. I can't change diapers.
He can't change
I
diapers.
have a gag reflex. We've been through 5 kids, and
he can't change
when
the
I
diaper.
when I smell number 2, I don't want to get graphic, but it's not fun for me, and I can't handle it. I'm sorry. I told her this before.
I'm not even worried about that.
I told her this before we even have a baby. I said, hey, we're all in, but the diapers I can't do. You can ask my mom about this. We used to live in Virginia Beach and in California, and every time I would smell fish going over a bridge, I'd throw up. See what I'm saying? And then when I talk...
we laugh about this. This is funny. We do it on purpose,
I'm not
too.
laughing.
We do. We all laugh in the family.
It's not funny at all. They drive me purposely over stinky bridges so they can hear me gag out the window. And it's not fun because I'm all sweating and about to pass out and they think it's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, it's not funny because then when I turn the camera off, you're going to just start griping inside.
He's such a liar.
Not really.
Seriously, right now it's
for real though, for real.
It's what? Come on, Justin.
I get a whole lot of that.
It's 4-3 right now. Nadal's still up a break.
Now she's changing the subject.
And Anderson is up 3-2 on the 5th set.
Up a break or on serve?
Up a break, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Shapovalov, it's been a nice tournament for you, and I hope that you save that last ace that Anderson deals you. Save it, put it on your banister, and try to figure a little bit more out. Anderson will win this.
Well, he's serving it down at love 15, so we'll see.
guys, gals, from this part of the globe to the next, Yuzny, salute. Yuzny, salute. All right, let's go.
All right, babe.
Acabado?
Yes, let's go.
Acabado. Guys, thanks so much. All fun and games. Back to reality for us. And again, thank you for allowing yourselves to be our escape. Right?
Right.
You did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. You did
Thank
too.
you very much.
I think you talked a lot today, so yeah.
Right.
You did more.
I was ready for today. I was
All right.
ready. Dave Raines, I still don't believe the grunting.
He said don't. All right. Adios.
And I'd still rather have my kids train in bombed out swimming pools than in Boca Raton.
Yeah, agree. Ask Keys.
Madison Keys can testament to that.